Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Harborview Stadium ground supervisor dies suddenly. A ground supervisor at the Harborview mini stadium has died suddenly, the Harborview Football Club revealed on its Instagram page Sunday evening. He is David Dufus Campbell. In the post, the football club said, "It is with great regret that we express our deepest condolences to the family, friends, and the HVFC football fraternity on the sudden passing of our stadium compound supervisor, David Dufus Campbell." Dufus reportedly collapsed on the morning and was rushed to hospital where his family and coach, Ludlow Bernard, were informed of his untimely passing. "May his soul rest in peace," the post added. Crawford said interdiction of Ron James sets dangerous precedents. People's National Party PNP Senator Damian Crawford had said that the decision to place Chairman of the Police Federation Ron James on indictment sets a dangerous precedent. According to Crawford, putting James on such indiction is an action that untimely serves to intimidate. He said that if it allows to go unchallenged, it will dissuade others within the union from speaking freely. What has happened to Corporal James is very dangerous to the country's democracy. He is the head of the union, the federation of the rank and file, and he should be able to speak on behalf of the federation. What I heard him say in no way suggests to me that there should be such actions of an indiction, stated Crawford. And I think that in the public's punishment that says, "Be careful and be warned," what does this mean for the Jamaica Teachers Association? What does this mean for the Nurses Association of Jamaica? What does this mean for the unions across the country? Stated Crawford. The opposition center expressed that the issue should be challenged in court by the PNP and civil society groups. I believe that these are issues that the PNP and other groups should take up on behalf of the Federation, because if this goes through, no one will be able to speak freely and frankly on behalf of the rank and file who are the ones being sacrificed, he added. Firearm ammo found at cemetery in Irish Town, St. Andrew. A firearm and 4 rounds of ammunition were found in an operation in Woodford District, Irish Town in St. Andrew on Sunday. Reports from the Irish Town Police are that about 4:30 p.m., a team of officers conducted an operation in the area, found the weapon, 1 revolver, 2 9mm cartridges, 1.38 special cartridge and 1.44 cartridge at the cemetery. No one was arrested. Investigation continues. Road Safety Council urge motorists to travel with caution over the holidays.
I wish to urge extreme caution as we enter into the Emancipation and Independence celebrations. So far, on account of great work by many stakeholders, especially the traffic division of the police force, 58 less persons have died on the nation's roads for this year. That is when compared to last year. This time, a 20% decline. That's huge. But recall now that last year we had a record 489 road fatalities. That was an absolute disaster. We know that with holiday celebrations, we will have more people using our roads to visit relatives, to attend parties, and all the official events in various parishes. Let us pledge to be extremely careful over the next few days whilst using the roads. You can't really truly celebrate freedom from slavery when you are still mentally enslaved to fast driving. The police are now more equipped than ever to enforce the speed limits. And if you're caught, you will be ticketed and are liable to pay a huge fine. And if you rack up a lot of tickets, you may have your license suspended if you run up a lot of demerit points. Do not drink and drive. Do not smoke ganja and drive. Both of them will impair your ability to stay in your lane and not run off the road and crash and die and kill others too. All motorcyclists, we urge you to wear a helmet. Even if it is just down the road you are going, it may save your life and prevent your baby mother and other relatives from planning a funeral. All passengers, please put on your seatbelts, back and front, as you get in the car. Every time, let's do everything to stay alive over the holidays and beyond.
Violence has vendors on edge at Linstead Market. Popularized in a classic Jamaican folk song, the Linstead Market is famous for its supply of a wide variety of crops and traditionally cheerful atmosphere. But in recent times, a darker side of the landmark St. Catherine facility has been rearing its ugly head: crime. A flare-up of violence has vendors and patrons feeling fearful. 2 vendors were killed in less than a week in the market in May, and in June, more than a dozen vendors lost their stars to arson. 3 men reported the scene running from the scene after starting the blaze. When reporters visited the market recently, a number of vendors declined to share their thoughts on the violence, with the main reason being fear of retaliation. But willing to talk, a vendor operating near the market said the tension is Linstead Market and the surrounding area. The police then tense and stay away from the shooting where Ronde, the 47-year-old fruit vendor who requested not to be named, stated, revealing that sales have slowed down because many regular patrons have been staying away from the market. The man said, "I'm afraid to walk, I'm afraid to buy, I'm afraid of everything because everybody afraid for them life. People now move freely because from shooting a guan, things tense and people are talk say people are going to get shot and dead, so they must feel away." Another vendor, a 50-year-old woman who sells vegetables, said she is very uncomfortable with the situation. "To be honest, right now, me no feel comfortable staying right here because of what's taking place right now. It's not a safe place for us. But you know, because we have to come out, we just have to come out," she said, noting that she has been making a living in the area for more than 15 years. When asked what she can do to protect herself while going about her business, the mother of 5 said, "Only walk with Jesus." Another vendor selling clothes at the front of the market told reporters that she feels nervous at the start of each day, unaware of the dangers it could bring. "Because we don't know what next, and we sit down right here so I sell and anything can happen. But we still have to come out and look way forward," she stated, adding that she has been selling at the spot for over 9 years. The violence at the market is part of the wider crime problem in Linstead that has members of the town's business community on edge. Over the past few months, there have been several cases of murder and shooting in Linstead, the most prominent of which was the June slaying of a well-known pharmacy operator, 47-year-old Deland White. White was killed when driving his Honda Fit motor car along the Jericho Main Road. He was pounced upon by a gunman in the vicinity of Jericho Bridge. The gunman opened fire, hitting him multiple times, killing the businessman. White's pharmacy is short distance from the market. A security guard stationed there told reporters that following White's murder, he was very much traumatized. The man, who has lived in Linstead for more than 40 years, said it's not the first time the town and market in particular has seen an increase in violence. "To me, I grew up in a system expecting all these things. My uncle used to tell me that he's going to serve for us because the time will come now when war and all these things are going to take over the place. You're going to have family against parents. These young people now, parents spend a lot of money and coming out of school and expecting them to do something good. Instead, they're taking up drugs. Many of them say they don't want to work," he stated. Please remember to subscribe, like, share,